Alright, let's see what's inside then, Boyle. Oh, he follows you. Oh, that's me. No, that's Falk. Never mind. I thought he was actually, like, chaperoning me. I'm like, oh, look at this new AI behavior. This is new surprise no one saw coming. Don't steal. Stealing's bad. Don't steal the propaganda that presumably they want to pass out. Oh, they're robots. Oh, yeah. Wait, you kick to make your legs less tired from standing around all day, even though you're robots? They gave you fatigue. Also, they gave you an idle animation where you go wobble wobble all the time, like a human. I'm starting to think that maybe you're just a human character model, or human animation cycles, not a robot. Look at him having muscle strain. You're a robot, silly. Is it simulated muscle strain? Are you pretending to have it so you're more personable? Do clerics make robots that are supposed to trick you into thinking they're friendly humans? Now I just have additional questions. Am I gonna see one of them peeing somewhere? Is that gonna happen? Because just the humans love to pee in this game. I don't know if you noticed that yet. They're really into that. He keeps... Okay, now he's sniffing. He's scratching his beard and sniffing. Yeah, he's definitely just a normal human animations. Sup?
No, no. Not me. No, no, no. I'm not ready yet. Magalan will guide me. Magalan must offer me salvation. No, no.
I acted against Magalan. I must face my punishment. Let my faith be proven.
No, no, no.
They're freaking out about being convicted of non-faithfulness. But they're allowed to have smoke breaks in here. I'm not sure if I'm more weirded out that they have access to cigarettes in this sort of prison, or the fact that they apparently smoke indoors.
Father? No. No, 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 no. Not yet.
Those self-righteous bastards. They should all rot. Every last one of them. Can't you see the truth about them? And you? What about you? Are you planning to get me out of here with a magic trick? Or are you gonna break me out of here? Come on. There's no love lost between you berserkers and the clerics. Help get me out of here. Just get me the fuck out of here, will you? These bastards have got no right to keep me here.
You're obviously not here willingly.
No shit. I was kidnapped so they could try and brainwash me into joining this cult. But they won't get me so easily.
How did you end up here?
They said we attacked one of their outposts. Total bullshit. What do they think I am, suicidal? Anyway, they wouldn't listen. They dragged me here and tried to brainwash me. But their bullshit didn't take. I remembered everything. And so instead of setting me free, they dropped me down here.
Where are you from?
Tavar. A bunch of these assholes came over the border. These idiots I was with were too busy fighting among themselves to see the clerics creeping up on us. They ambushed us out there and then dragged us to Ignadon after we'd been wounded.
But you do have a plan.
Plan? I don't have a plan. Not yet. I just know I have to get out of here. I won't let them turn me into some mindless slave.
And you expect me to help you?
Expect? I don't expect anything. But I hope you can see what these clerics say about free people is bullshit. They don't care about freedom. They want to brainwash you. So, will you help me?
Interesting. Do we help this murdering outlaw, or do we leave him stuck in this morally objectionable situation? This is a dilemma.
It wasn't murder. It was early self-defense.
Maybe.
Maybe? What's maybe? This is a world of action. Maybe won't save you when they try to fry your mind, like they tried with me. You think on that.
So, about your escape. You must have some ideas.
First thing, it can't be my escape. I want my friend to get out of here too. I gotta get my friend Wolf out of here somehow. Only problem is, he's already one of them. He thinks he's a fucking cleric. I've spoken to him. He doesn't remember a damn thing about me. Or where he came from. But that's not your problem, I suppose. I can handle that if you give me a weapon and a disguise. Get me that, and we can move forward from there. But hurry. I don't know how long I can hold out against the suggesters. 2 days, and they might take my mind.
Is there any equipment you need to help your escape?
Well, my axe will be useful. I'll bet it's being stored in the house of the suggesters. They store anything they confiscate in there. It's bound to be guarded, though, so be careful. And if you can get me some clothing from the merchants in the miners' quarter, that should help me get out without being noticed. I can't escape in this clothing. But when you get the stuff, bring it all together, okay? This cell doesn't give me a chance to hide anything from the eyes of the clerics, okay?
Wolf wants to see you dead.
Of course he does. He's been brainwashed. He thinks he's a cleric now. Poor bastard.
Clerics continue to give off a really negative impression, generally. So you already have the previous problem where they're antagonizing farms and stealing their crops, essentially, but now we've got... They kidnap people and then just, like, essentially torture them until their brain stops working the same way and they become a different person, and then that's how they recruit them. That's, like, next level fucked up. And people saw it hypocritical. People thought I was hypocritical when I brought that up in the context of the fact that, like, I was talking about potentially getting the suggester thing, but I was thinking about suggester in the same way of, like, a Jedi mind trick, or, like, was it Axie or whatever it's called from Witcher? I always forgot what a lot of the... I remember Quern was the shield one. I'm bad at remembering what the exact names of some of the other ones were. But there was it's a suggestion mechanic where you could just sort of try to sway a situation in your favor, not literally fundamentally change the person forever, which is more what the clerics are doing. That was not what I was going for. I was looking for things that would give me an edge during conversations, not I'm going to make people my mind slaves forever, as opposed to, hey, leave me alone right now, which is what I was going for, as like being the option I could go for. What's with the body? He's dead. All right, he had lockpicks. Still feel weird about them being called picklocks instead of lockpicks. I've never seen it called that way before. The Executioner.
What is it you want? It's prayer time, so make it quick.
What is this place?
Here, we bring peace and honor to those who refuse Magalan. For only an honorable death can bring salvation. Only an honorable death can purify a tainted soul. And so, I bring honor to the souls who break Magalan's commandments.
Interesting. We clerics do have a most advanced set of technology, and yet our justice is primitive.
Words like that show you need re-educating.
Wow. First of all, got questions about Falk and how he seems to not understand how his own society works, almost like maybe he's not even actually a cleric or something, because I'm wondering about that. Like, what the hell's going on with his thought process there? I think we're gonna find more out about that. But also, you don't immediately accept everything I say, you need re-educating, he says to his own further his own fellow cleric. Yeah, clerics suck. These people are awful people, like across the board. What the hell?
Lead me to my prayer.
They're like so extra shitty, even compared to like they don't have great competition to begin with. Like the berserkers and the outlaws and the albs don't have the best example to set for themselves, and yet the clerics seem to be really smashing through the floor for the compared to the primarily the berserkers, but also honestly even kind of the outlaws. If they're both going to be shitty, at least that one of them's doing it in favor of some level of freedom and liberation and letting people just run wild, as opposed to this insanity. And that person's running into a wall. I'm guessing that the suggester brainwashing just leaves some really bad damages in these people, and that's just how they end up. That's right. I'm interpreting this animation as canon. I encountered a wolf, didn't I? Where the hell was he? I've only been through so much of the place so far. Let's go check. Was he at the mine? Wolf was not the soldier, right? Stormson, that's what I was thinking of. No, Wolf's the cleric that runs the place that's next to Stormson, but is not Stormson.
The world is changing. We must all see that.
I'm a little worried that Stormson might already be indoctrinated, which is too bad, but I mean, he's a wanted criminal that they'll kill if he goes back, so his options are reduced. Okay, the prompt for talking to Wolf went away. There we go.
Eli says he knows you.
Knows me? He's seen me, we've spoken a few words, but he doesn't know me. And that should tell you a lot. I don't know him that well, and I know he needs to be put down. Whatever story he fed you will be bullshit. Watch yourself around here. None of us want any more rock slides.
It's worth considering the idea that what if he's telling the truth? And what if Eli is using Wolf as an example? That said, he is still clearly here against his will, and why do they even have... Supposedly people like me aren't even let in here normally, so why would they even have an outlaw if not for the purpose of him being captured as a prisoner? So it's hard to come up with other interpretations of why he'd be here, really. I don't know. Clear out a few of these. The guy wants survival packs. Wolf in sheep's clothing. So Wolf wants me to take Eli, take him outside, and get him killed outside. Wolf even suggests helping Eli break out, which, so they, at the beginning of this quest, their goals are aligned. Am I under attack right now? No? Okay. Just very loudly walking straight towards me while making like roaring noises, so I was a bit worried. There's just ore sitting here. Meanwhile, Eli just wants an escape. He needs cleric armor as disguise, and he needs his old weapon back from Ballard. So Ferdinand and Eli's weapon. Ferdinand's supposed to be in here. I think I'm gonna try to break Eli out and see where things go from there. If it's anything like how BioWare missions tend to happen, I'm guessing that Eli and Wolf will have a confrontation outside, and then maybe dialogue will will have an effect on who kills who or how the situation ends.
Hey, is there something you're looking for? I'm here to trade, and I can offer you top quality for a decent price.
Do you have many customers?
Define many. Ignodon isn't exactly the center of commerce on Magalan. I have to work part-time as a miner just to keep going. But, you know, I get by all in all.
Where do you get your goods from?
Mostly from the patrols we send out. They find all sorts of old world artifacts. And then there are the spoils of war, recovered from out there. Our enemies are a good place to get resources.
I want to buy some clothes.
Clothing, I have. What exactly do you have in mind?
What do most people wear here?
Well, that all depends on your rank. Would you want undergarments, nightwear, armor? I have a full range and a full set if it's the right size. This set belonged to a brother who now dwells in Kalan's halls. Kalan save and protect his soul. But it's perfectly fit for purpose.
I'll take the armor.
Great! You know a good deal when you see one. Is there anything else you wanted?
What goods have you got?
Of course.
The Persuader. One-handed... Oh, it's a melee weapon. Not like a brain chip or anything. He sells some healing potions. Large healing potions. Those cost like 200. Damn. Jackhammers, other stuff. I should check to see if I'm ready to sell stuff again. I haven't checked recently. No dupe items at the moment. Like across the board. Let's check the basics. There's plenty of other things here, but let's do the basic stuff I usually sell. I have 3 natural ELEX at the moment. I have an extra jackhammer. Don't need that. 200 cigarettes. No duplicate recipes, I don't think. Do I not have any... Wait, really? Maybe I recently visited a vendor. I don't seem to have any... No. I don't think I have any animal trophies. I must be forgetting how recently I last visited a vendor. Whoops. That still takes me to, 1900. I don't think I need his recipes.
You should get out of here.
What goods have you...
Okay.
Does he even sell recipes? Does he have a recipe he doesn't sell? Weird. Oh well. I'm kind of in a hurry to do this mission because he said that he might go crazy in 2 days, which sounded like video game speak for like, this is the time limit of this quest. So I'm a bit concerned that that's exactly what it is. Although part of me doesn't want to rush it all though, because I'm trying to figure out the layout of this place, which looks confusing. I don't want to miss people if I can avoid it.
You didn't come here to pray, did you? I can spot the devout. And you don't look like you're here to ask for divine assistance, am I right?
You're right. I don't need assistance.
Ha! I knew it! You know, there is a reason why I wanted to talk to you. For all the thirst for knowledge in this place, people can be a little... focused. They want logic, straight answers. They forbid anyone from looking deeper into things. And that's crazy. I mean, knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom brings you closer to Magalan. So what's wrong with getting some answers? Which brings me to you. I'm betting you have answers, and I'm betting you're the curious type.
Does Magalan approve of betting?
Yes. No. Who knows? I mean, some of those texts are hard to work out. Unless you just believe what people say they mean. But then I guess that's why I keep getting in trouble. So, are you going to help me?
Tell me your problem.
Have you ever heard of the prophet Arvid?
No, should I have?
Oh yeah! He's the founder of our order. The reason why the clerics exist.
Tell me about Arvid.
Well, sure, okay. Like I said, he's the founder of our order. He was born about 200 years ago, we think, and he was the first to be enlightened by Magalan. After the comet hit, it was his burden and his privilege to lead people into a new future, to save those who had survived. The first followers were here, in the Horde. They had saved technology from destruction, and Magalan showed them how that technology could be used to help all the people of Magalan. They reached out to others, but not everyone listened. You can see what became of the rest when you look to Tavar.
What did Arvid do?
He wrote the rules that have bound us here in the Horde. And our ancestors began research on how ELEX could be used for the good of all. With it, even though our community was small, we were able to defend ourselves from the malice of the godless.
All seems a bit vague.
Yes, I know. I mean, some details have been lost in time. Some believe Arvid still remains among us, although that is nonsense. Some uneducated people wanted to proclaim him a god, even during his lifetime, but he always spurned this idea. It is likely that he saw his time coming. According to the lore, grief about the unreasonableness of people tore him apart from the inside. And when he could take the pain no longer, it is said that he left the people with the words of Magalan and went into the Great Light. Scholars are still arguing to this day about what the Great Light is exactly. Some say that he rose to heaven, to Magalan. Others claim that he set forth to find the reason for the crater. But that's exactly my point. I want to know more, but only certain scholars are allowed to see the text. But there's something about Arvid, something about those early works that doesn't make sense. And I can't work out why. But will they let me in the archives to study his writings? No. I sneaked in, they threw me out. I was lucky to avoid re-education. Concentrate on what's right here, right now, they told me. It is only possible to change the future if you draw the correct conclusions from the past, they said.
Yeah, I hate everything about this society, which is bizarre because everything about their setup and what they stand for, besides the religious stuff, should be screaming like this is exactly the faction I would flock to, but like, they're so insane and zealous and insufferable, and I hate zealots. I hate people that don't apply critical thinking and don't question anything ever and just accept a system no matter what, and will just fight violently against anyone who even begins to question it. It's like, this is some fucked up 1984 nonsense.
So you need access to the archives?
No. Well, yeah, that would be great, but for now, I just need a book. All that I want is a copy of Arvid's teachings. There has to be a written copy, or a recorded copy somewhere. It's just not available to us out here. And that bugs me. So, do you think you can get into the archives and get it for me?
I'll think about it.
Good. Great. I would like to give you the following, in any case, before you are on your way. I am certain that I can get something from the recordings that will be of use to all of us. Then, maybe, I'll finally understand what our purpose is.
Why is this book so secret?
Because we are to serve Magalan in combat and not to interpret his words. They say we are missing the necessary vision to understand his divine message. But I would like to learn that for myself instead of having it spoon-fed to me. Maybe it's nothing, but I can't let it go.
What can you tell me about the archives?
It's a store of knowledge from before the comet hit, and it is where all information found in the rest of the world is brought. Our archivists are attempting to glean all sorts of information from the scraps of data we were able to retrieve from outside the Hort. The work is very time-intensive, so the archivists don't like it at all when people interrupt their work. So, they will have you thrown out if you manage to get into the archives without authorization.
I will get you the book from the archives.
Thank you. This is one mystery I can't wait to solve.
Teach me something.
Yeah?
Do I still not have... Oh yeah, she even teaches personality points. So I still don't have 4 charisma. I'm only down to 2. If I remember correctly, it's because there's like a bunch of things in here that I'm not really psyched about. Stops weak animals from attacking would honestly be a little nice, but I'm not in a big hurry for that. 1 more point every time you level up. Not sure which of these are worth points. Which ones can I even afford? I can buy this one, but it's only 10 attribute points, which just feels wasteful for a learning point. And I qualify, I think, for nothing else. Yeah. I'm not crazy about that. Extra level of Haggler would be nice, but I need a massive amount of cunning. What am I even close to? Not too far off of this one. More melee damage when you're cold is between these values. Not a terrible idea. I don't know when I will or won't be within those values, but having more melee damage stacked up would be nice, but I need 40 cunning and 40 intelligence.
Excellent.
Can I get that? I can. I'll go for it.
Teach me some.
There we go. I also qualify for advocate. Not in the biggest hurry for that one. Personality skills, charisma. Not the group fighting one though. I can do the crafting skills, just general, increases your crafting skills. Combat skills. Oh right, this gives you more points in for conversation purposes within each of these trees. That's not an actual increase of your crafting. That would be in the crafting tree.
Any suggestions for how I get into the archives?
I've been thinking about that, and there are 3 ways. You could watch to see when Carl, the guard on the archives, leaves his post. That might take a few hours, and I personally have never seen him leave his post. But hey, he has to move at some point, doesn't he? Or you could access the security console and put your name on the access list. But the simplest and most obvious solution is for you to join the Clerics.
Yeah, no. No. That one's not happening and already can't happen now. Am I not supposed to walk in here? I thought you worked here, and like this, like the front door to a place. Oh nope, this is your house. This is your house. I thought you were standing in front of the place you work at, and I was wrong. Let's see. Can I see a change to my damage values? Melee weapons plus 20%. But if I go to combat... Oh yeah, I think that's because I have 2 points into melee weapons. It says my cold is neutral. So maybe it's counting? When your cold's between 40 and 60. Whatever that means. What does that mean? It says cold neutral. That's not a number. This goddamn game. Where's my stats screen? I don't understand. Like, they still haven't patched in a stats screen. Like, they're just refusing to, seemingly, to do the most basic thing that most RPGs do, which is give you a screen that tells you what your stats are. And then they bafflingly refer to your stats that you can't see, like your cold value. Keep it between 40 and 60. Alright, I'll be sure to check that out. Where is it, by the way? Nowhere. Great. Thanks. We'll tell you it's neutral. What's neutral mean? Eh? Like, does neutral mean calm, like balanced between 40 and 60? Because you would think that maybe it would be neutral would mean the thing that balanced means, right? So I would intuitively think that maybe I currently do have the thing that the buff says, but that perk is not listed on any of my items as an effect on my current damage. So I can't look at any sort of confirmation on my screen that would tell me that that is in fact what's going on. Thanks, developers, for all your help. And your clarity of information. I'm sure that means that if I want to get the answer, I need to go to like Reddit or wikis and see where some person's tried to figure out the math to see whether exactly what's going on, and that's just unnecessary, or it shouldn't be necessary for something as minor as that. Hello, floating resources. How you doing? Flying gold nugget. I feel like the flying version of the nugget should be worth more than a non-flying version. I think we're really underselling the goods that we're finding around here. Oh, you bet your ass I'm gonna get turned around in this place. This place is crazy. Am I allowed in here? Looks like a store. Or an armory. There's a sword in there. Kind of wondering if this is contraband or not. Am I allowed back here? I seem allowed in here. Toy dinosaur forbidden. Someone knows I'm here. As I just leap over the counter like a lunatic. I'm not doing anything. Don't worry about it. Is sneaking successful? Cool. Uh-oh. That guy's gonna see me, isn't he? Nope.
Too easy.
Quickly. Before someone sees a large bag of Elexit. Combat music has not started yet. Ow! Ow! That's bad. That went from 0 to 100. Is everyone mad at me now? Oh, this is not... Oh yeah, this just accept my fate now. Hi, everybody. Holy shit. That army of mechs coming my way. I guess he patrolled back and saw me.
Too easy.
Pressed my luck a bit. That's a lot of magnesium torches. That's an unnecessary quantity of magnesium torches. No one saw me, right? Acolyte torch will probably sell for... Acolyte sword will probably sell for something.
Efficient, successful. The clerics have achieved great things with the technology that was entrusted to them. Who knows what they can achieve in the years to come?
I like how a small healing potion over here, not forbidden. Small healing potion on top of that machine over there, really forbidden. Generic mechanic. One who is unworthy of having a name. Guard U5 prototype. Could this be the prototype the guy from Tavar wanted me to find? Could be.